Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, speaking of pizza, last pizza day, I ate the last piece of that last pizza that I made about 6 weeks ago, I guess. And I thought, I've got all week to make another pizza. And I don't know why I kept forgetting, because I'm thinking about food all the time. Anyway, I forgot about it until last night, so I dug the stuff out of the freezer, and I got it now on the kitchen counter there. All the ingredients we need to make another pizza, so I got to do that yet this morning. That shouldn't take too long. Yeah, if I remember right, well, you can see it there. Anyway, I was gonna say, if I remember right, I've got ground beef, I've got pork, I've got the pizza sauce, I've got the round thing that I put on the bottom of the pan, the crust, and mozzarella cheese. I think I've got all the stuff that I like. Pepperoni, yeah, lots of pepperoni. It's gonna have lots of pepperoni on it this time. Okay, enough about the pizza. That's not gonna be for another. Don't make me have to think again. 12 o'clock, thereabouts. Okay. Yeah. Now, remember in yesterday's episode I was talking about connect number 12 and number 14 and number 45, and I was saying connect them to what? And I did flip back a couple of pages, but all I had to do is just go back a little bit further to step 37 and 38. One of the viewers by the name of Michael told me where to look. Now, I haven't looked yet. Can you believe it? Okay. Now, we might have a nice sunrise this morning. I would think that in all likelihood the walkers have come by already. I didn't see them, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see them nice and clear this morning. And I would think we're going to be able to have a sunrise. All being well, maybe I'll put it at the end of today's episode. Okay. Now, what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh, yes. We are going to have to get our Solva set and our micro set back out. And the reason being is this piece that I put on here yesterday, another viewer says, hey, there's supposed to be decals go on that. Well, that's not exactly the way he said it, but I mean, that's what he meant. So, yeah, and the thing of it is, I should have put them on when I could have had it laying down flat on the green cloth or whatever. Now I've got to fasten that thing up at an angle. It's not that it's going to be impossible. It's just that it would have been nice if I had thought of it beforehand. I was talking about decals. I don't know why I didn't. Well, we'll look it up later. We'll get it on. Hopefully it'll be a nice, easy one. It's going to be an interesting one, I can tell you that, and that's because there is so much raised area. If there's an entire one piece decal is supposed to go over that whole thing, there's a lot of raised area on that. And I'm going to be very curious to see how my Solva set is going to solve the problem. Dissolve the problem. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And that viewer was mentioning that, I'm sorry, I forgot who it was. I think, was it? Anyway, I'm not going to speculate. Maybe I'll look it up and drop it in the bottom of the screen here. I like to give credit when people come up with ideas or something like that, and they're not my own ideas. I don't steal other people's ideas. We have so much of that going on these days, people stealing other people's ideas and trying to make themselves look great. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, and they lie like beds. Oh my goodness, it's what an awful world. Yeah, why couldn't everybody be open and honest like old Ron at the model table? When he screws up, he tells everybody. That might be the stupidest thing I could do. Anyway, Another little tiny fly met its doom. I still got them. There's a lot less than there was. I would say that I would say the fly season is almost over, which makes me think maybe those are not drain flies. Maybe they're just something that goes in a cycle, and they're getting in through through the screen. Maybe they're just so tiny that they're coming into the house from the outside, and they're crawling in through my screened windows. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, I get them every year, and it just, yeah. I thought they were drain flies because that's what I found out on the internet about a month ago. Anyway, enough about the drain flies. One of the viewers unsubscribed because I was talking about that. Well, hey, I am who I am. You know, that's, take it or leave it. Let's move on here. I think I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. We'll put this back on the motorcycle today and get out for a ride, all being well. It looks like it's going to be nice. I did get out yesterday afternoon. I was going to go for a short ride because I was under the impression it was really windy, but it wasn't as windy as they said it was. They were talking about wind gusts up to 80 kilometers an hour. Well, that takes all the fun out of it if you're constantly having to stay on the road. Anyway, let's recompose here, and I think the next thing we should do is page back and take a look at, just for the fun of it, where, okay, it's step 37 and 38. Let's recompose, and then we can look at it together. Okay. My poor old manual's getting in pretty bad shape here. However, I've paged back to step 37 and 38, and here is number 12, and here is number 45, and down here is 14. So after we get this all, when we're assembling this entire module, hopefully these pieces are going to line up. And if they don't, well, that's the way it goes. But, yeah, I should have picked up on that. Anyway, thanks to that viewer. Okay. Now, back to step, where are we here? 44. We're on 44? Yeah, back to 44. And, is there anything else we have to do here? Okay, we were going to put this on. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should work on that decal that goes on this piece right here. The drawing doesn't look anything like the, part, because we're looking at it sort of edge on. That's what threw me yesterday. Okay, let's recompose here and see what we can do. Now, we were actually looking at these pieces that we have to put on yesterday. I was hoping it was going to be one big piece, shaped like this, but it's not. It's individual pieces. Yeah, remember I was pointing these out? I was saying I thought they went on the side of the motor, but they don't. They go individually. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be bothered, and the reason being is because if you notice that these are dark, and they're going to be going onto a dark, very dark surface. It's just plain not going to show up. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be worth the frustration, because each one of these has to be put on individually and try and get them straight and float them around. And let's say I was to be, I get these two on, and then I come to do this one. Well, this one here is going to maybe refloat this one, and then this one's going to get crooked. It's just going to be an exercise in frustration. I am sorry, folks. I'm not going to put these on. It's just not that important to me. It would be nice if it could be seen. Possibly, I could maybe use panel line accent color on that part. and to bring out the detail, I don't know yet. Yeah, that's too bad. I was, like I say, I was hoping that it was all one great big, well, it wouldn't be great big, it'd still be tiny, decal, and I was thinking how much fun it was going to be to see if it was going to shrink wrap down around the detail on the plastic part. Okay, I have beat this to death. We are not going to do it. Here she comes. Here she comes. Okay. Let's get ourselves organized here. Let's get ourselves organized. Let me sit down.
Oh, your house smells good.
Yeah, I didn't make my pizza last week, and I have to make it now. Okay, you can hardly wait.
So what do I smell? It smells like muffins.
No, what you probably smell is pepperoni and ground beef and pork, and that I'm pre-cooking.
Oh, I eat all that stuff, you know. Pepperoni, beef, pork. Yep. Bacon, peanut butter flavored bacon.
Oh, you want peanut butter flavored bacon?
Is that what one of these is?
This one is, yeah.
Yeah. Venison.
Yeah,
Moose, elk, muskrat. When I was up in Inuvik, I would stay 6 weeks running a clinic and stayed at the nursing station, and the residents in the cafeteria served whatever the hunters and trappers were making, you know.
in Inuvik.
In Inuvik.
Oh, that's a long ways up. Isn't that the place where the land of the midnight sun?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was January, and it was
Dark all the time then.
Mm-hmm. They served muskox, and to me it tasted like beef that had been very lightly sugared. Oh, it was delicious.
It was sweet.
Just maybe it was the sauce, but that's what it tasted like. And I had Arctic char for the first time, and it was delicious. So it was a unique experience. I mean, we came home, we were in, and we were hungry. We were eating whatever they were serving, and it was delicious. But there were a lot of things that we'd never tasted before. I'm not sure if we had porcupine or not. We might have.
Well, you've had a lot of experience in the north, far north.
30 years.
Yeah. Well, I guess being a bush pilot, flying around and
Yeah. I was doing a dental therapy clinic up there in Inuvik. So we were taking the kids out to breakfast this morning at 11.
Oh, okay.
So
Missy went for a longer walk today.
yes, she did, and she met Casey. Casey is 1 year old, and he's this big. And I said, thanks, Ron.
We'll see ya.
See ya.
Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Oh, one of the viewers was commenting about this rubber thing here and was wondering, could it scratch the lens? And I thought about it and I realized, yeah, it could. I have to occasionally I should be checking to make sure there's no grit or anything on the inside of that. The inside of this thing is kind of sort of like soft rubber. It feels very soft. So I don't want to be touching it with my fingers, because if I get grease on the inside of there, I'm going to also be getting it onto the lens. So, but you got to have something for these lenses, because when you lay this thing down, it almost inevitably wants to fall one way or the other, and no matter which way it falls, it's going to be landing on a lens. So anyway, interesting little camera. As I commented back, it's got its drawbacks, and that's one of them. Another drawback is it's just not quite as sharp as the GoPro. In fact, it's nowhere near as sharp as the GoPro. If you'll notice on the motorcycle rides, it's acceptable, but it's anyway. Yeah, we'll call it the Missy camera. Works good for that. Okay, let's continue on here. Okay, not 2 minutes ago, my phone rang, and my son's going to come over and have coffee with me at 2 o'clock, and right now it's about noon, so I'm going to have to wind her up a little bit earlier. However, this part here that we glued on yesterday is fairly solid, but the piece that we put the decal on, where's my tweezers here? Okay. Now this piece is a different story. It only is supported by this little tube, and you can see there's a little hole right there that I'm almost touching with the end of the tube. Okay, that's where this has to go, and this is the first time I'm trying this, so I just got to try and figure out, where is this supposed to go now? Is it supposed to go in behind or in front of this part that I'm just bumping right now? I'm wondering if I should grab it a different way here. Maybe if I grab it like this very carefully, I can feed it in and see which way this is supposed to go. Okay, that's obviously how it has to go. So this piece with the decal on it, I'm going to see if we can maybe get it out here at the end. Oops. Gotta go like this. So I will be able to support it in the hole, and also right here on this square piece, just on the edge. Wonder if I should be getting my angle a little bit different. Twist the whole thing this way, and so gravity's going to be more in our favor here. Careful not to break anything now. I might have to recompose here. Either that, or maybe we're gonna have to leave this until later, because I do have a fair amount of editing left to do. I was hoping to get this on though today. Okay, I'm just gonna push stop for a second here. Okay, the plan is to try and get it to stick in that hole. Maybe I will try it this way. Where's the other tweezers? I'm gonna have to, should I re-moisten that? There, it's in the hole. If I could just get it to sort of lock in place there, and then after this all dries, oh, careful we don't break that off now. After this all dries, yeah, then I could probably put a little tiny bit. Yeah, a little tiny bit and me doesn't go in the same sentence, does it? Okay, put a little bit of glue there, and a little bit there. Then then I can see where this might actually survive. Now it is stuck there. When this dries, it's just too bad I made a mess there, isn't it? Well, we're not going to see it anyway. Okay, yeah. That's sort of the way it's going to be, I guess. Okay, this is a little bit too hard to rotate, so we'll forego that. This came out of the oven about 2 hours ago, but still a little bit warm. Let's, what do? We're going to cut it into quarters or eighths. Well, let's see what it looks like here. It looks like it's going to taste good. Mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and this is ground beef and pizza sauce and pork from pork chops. Okay, so let's just cut this. I'm going to stand up here. I'm feeling kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I got a correction to make. I was saying that the last pizza I had made it 6 or 8 weeks earlier or something, but it only lasted me 3 weeks. If you remember, I ate half of it on the first week, and then the remaining 2 quarters following. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about getting this. I can't even talk right. Okay, let's recompose here. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.